Once upon a time in Colorado, a woman killed more than 100 rattlesnakes in about a 2 hour period. Tell us about that.
Yes, the legend of Rattlesnake Kate. This is a story told at the Greeley History Museum where she left behind the dress that she made of her victims, said to be 140 rattlesnakes. We're talking almost 100 years ago in October of 1925. The story goes she was riding out on her property there on the plains of northeast Colorado with her boy, 3-year-old son, on horseback when she went to go open a gate and saw one rattlesnake, shot that rattlesnake, maybe a couple more popped out. She shot those two, and then soon realized she was surrounded by this mega den of rattlesnakes, which people don't realize. That is a term, mega den. She claims she went on with a no hunting signpost on her property to bash over 100 snakes over the span of 2 hours. I found this to be like just, the most famously interesting thing about Catherine McHale Slaughterback, who was definitely a woman ahead of her time. She's born in 1893 and supposedly read great Western stories and would go on to be one of these great Western stories. Tending to her property, raising her boy largely on her own. She was said to have divorced 5 or 6 times. She was known to be struck by lightning, known to broke her collarbone riding a horse, but would never blame the horse. She loved horses. Among all these things, famously known as Rattlesnake Kate. That's what her grave reads out on the plains near Platteville. Yeah, just a fierce woman who, lived in this house without electricity, without running water. Truly kind of like one of the last Wild West legends, you could say, came to rise at this time in the 1920s and 1930s when the idea of the frontier is quickly vanishing. But at that time rises the legend of Rattlesnake Kate. So kind of poignant in that way, in my mind.